This time around we flew with Cathay and it was a much different boating experience than it was back in March. So this is actually going to be a second time back in Hong Kong within the first year. Because we are going to China and honestly we just missed Hong Kong a lot. China Easter gets a lot of slack for their airline, but they had a wonderful food and it was super accommodating. Because I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat, and I do think the cafe meat options were a lot better than the vegetarian ones. Honestly, most of what you can see is us anyway. And then it was time to get food and both of us were starving, so we just went out around Dorset and Mong Kok. The hotel is like, I want to say maybe 10-15 minutes walk from the main part. It's really easy to just stay by the shopping center for all of your food and shopping throughout the whole week. Like, you don't even need to leave the area. Okay, life hack, if you want to get cheap, fun stuff, just go into these like overloaded with everything kind of shops. I'm pretty sure they just get it like directly from China across the border to here because it's really not that far. And then we go into my favorite shop ever, which is 68. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no direction I have no idea what direction we're going in. But we need to get going like now.
To Japan.
The Lanto Buddha is over 112 feet tall, or about 34 meters, and is made of 250 tons of bronze. Apparently it's the world's largest seated bronze Buddha, which is a very specific record to hold, and I recommend checking out the gallery inside of it. If you look closely into the forest, you can see the remains of something. It's obvious that there was people here. The plastic chairs weren't even cleared out, so it couldn't have been that long ago. But everything is abandoned. Instead, all the trees are covered in scripture and paintings. Before you ask, yes, it did smell like fish. Is a tiny village on the outskirts of Hong Kong. And there's honestly not much here apart from looking at the views and enjoying the scenery. Oh, and eating probably the freshest seafood you will ever find.
Don't move. Get out.
Go.
No,
Get
out. Yeah. Give me some water.
There's a beautiful vantage point from the hotel at Tayo, but don't be like us and head up maybe half an hour before sunset so you can actually see anything in the dark. For us, it was still beautiful and atmospheric, but way too dark to pick up anything on camera. Tim,
Yeah.
can we try these? Wong Tai Sin is a wonderful temple if you're a tourist just looking for fun or for beautiful architecture. We actually came here last March and got a Fortune's Red, so we just kind of wanted to see if anything changed. It is much easier if you speak Cantonese or have a Cantonese speaking friend with you though.
Yeah. This one have a fish in the river, but the river has no empty. So if have a water or a raining day, maybe we will change to a chicken. And here the son is very unhappy, so go will come back to home and have your good friend and mother and father all together have a gathering.
Yes.
Maybe we're happy for you. So this one is not good for you.
Train to Taiwan is arriving.
Kennedy was just too similar to the rest of Hong Kong for us to really enjoy being there for longer than the half hour. I mean, it's still beautiful, but it's landscape that we've seen every day. Then we tried to find this thrift/charity shop that I saw on TikTok. Super hard to find, full of people, full of stock. Oh my god, I wish I had a whole day there. It's one of those places where you know there's a lot of good finds if you can put your mind to it, but I just could not. It's really stuffy. They had wonderful jackets. They had really cool items, but all of them are either damaged, expensive, or both. So when you think of Hong Kong, you're probably thinking only of the city, but there's a much larger area that belongs to Hong Kong called the New Territories. This is where most of the farmland and actually 80% of Hong Kong's population is within this area. This is the Red Brick Market if I remember right, and it's full of tiny little shops from indie artists. We had a wonderful time just walking through, checking out everything. Like this bread stand that we would never find in Hong Kong at a much slower pace that the rush of the city just doesn't ever give you.
When was the first time you write my name in for the visa document? Yeah.
Oh! Can you write?
Yeah.
a land for them to build a house.
Oh.
So only this area is from.
Because in Poland it's very common for families to live together.
Yes.
They build a roof flat and they just build another house on top and on top and on top.
Oh, I see.
Oh wow.
For 200 tables, their staff stop us. And
Ancestors away to the water. No, relatives.
some flower on it.
Yeah.
So you can see his little feet and his eyes.
This is Hong Kong Island Central.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the way this worked is you had a card with tokens on it, and you got 8 tokens for, I believe, £20, and then you exchanged those for a dish. So with conversion, most things were between 2 to 8 or £6. Still kind of expensive for what it was, but it was really fun to try all the different dishes, because they literally had everything from Chinese, French, American, even English. Like, they had fish and chips at one stand.
好，唔該借香，唔該借香港其他地方嘅生意。
哇
40蚊就
What? This is the 明太子. 明太子, do you know what is it?
Barbecue.
Mantaco stuff. Mantaco. This is very famous.
They remove the wing of the bone and then stuff it with other stuffings.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
轉頭好快，好多人等一等。
어쩌사마? It's time to go to bed. 너 핸드폰 넣는 거예요? 늦게 자면 건 피부가 다 무너진다고요. 사이고노 케이크구 데스. 지금 잠이 되지 않으면 우린 춤출 거예요. 야래 야래 뭐 말하는 아가씨. 야래 야래 뭐 말하는 아가씨.
I love Poland. Why? I love Poland. I don't believe it.
Hi. Last night in Hong Kong. What's your thoughts?
I got miss 菠蘿包、叉燒包 and 蛋撻
Okay, apart from the obvious, yeah.
and the heat is so good. Well,
heat is
not
good.
sometimes. We just missed the crazy wave when we first landed. There was so
yeah,
humid.
there was such a heat wave when we landed.
Yeah, it was gone very better.
Yeah, it's gone very better. And I'm gonna miss the heat. I think when we leave, I know I'm gonna hate the English weather so much.
Yeah.
As I always do. I think so, because this is a lot of stairs to be climbing for it to be not the right direction. Oh my god.
This is a restaurant on top of a skyscraper in the middle of Hong Kong Island that spins. So the floor is literally like moving underneath you, not too fast, but enough for you to get a beautiful 360 view of Hong Kong while you're eating. They have a ton of different vegetarian and even vegan options, and I was so glad just to eat something fresh after like 2 weeks. So I had osmanthus jelly, this was durian custard, and then I just got strawberries and like a little madeleine and a chocolate chip cookie. The best time to go would probably be about 5 or 6 p.m. so you can catch the sunset and then the nightlight. But on your way down, I recommend you take the elevator about halfway, just so you can get a full view of the river.